Hello.
Jim, on the fake punt call there, was that strictly a call from you, or was that a look call?
We practiced it all week, and Brad checked to see if we could do it, and I said go for it, and it's called. We would call it off if we didn't have the right look.
Did you feel you needed a change of momentum there? Pretty big call there, 30-yard line or your own 29.
Yeah, I thought it was an important call, an important play of the game. A strong, important win for our team. Thought it was a great team win. Thought our players, they really excelled in all phases today against a really good football team.
You guys were getting pushed off the ball defensively in the first half, and that changed in the second half. What was different half to half?
Well, we got our stops. I thought we played really good up the middle, starting with Ian. Both Patrick Willis and Michael Wilhort, I thought, had superb games from where I was standing. Eric Reed and Antoine, I thought we were really good in that regard, and really good in team defense. Made some good adjustments at the half and got their running game slowed down. It's a really good running game.
In the passing game, Alex seemed to pick up a lot of third downs there early in the game.
Yeah.
And then late in the game, the defense played a lot more like you guys played last week. Anything in particular saw just from the pass defense and getting those 3 and outs?
Yeah, there's both offenses were moving the ball in the first half. They had the long drives to score. We also had the touchdown drive, the 2 field goals, and then second half, defenses got a little stingier on both sides, but. Really strong performance by our guys.
Kaepernick seemed to
pretty much penalty free, no turnovers. Really good football.
Owen seemed to show a lot of faith in Brendan Lloyd on that pass down the sideline, the 29-yarder. What did you see? You were right there as it was happening. Was just kind of give us the play-by-play from your angle.
It was a great catch. It was well defended, and Brandon stopped, leaped, and didn't interfere, and really just came right up and went from being out-leveraged to jumping and leveraging the ball and making a great play. Contorted his body to change the leverage. That's what it looked like to me, and it was just Colin trusted him and threw the ball up and gave him a chance to make that play.
So much talk the last week about your situation and all the outside noise. How has the team gathered, banded together with all that talk? How do you think that the team is responding to all of the talk that's out there?
Well, the team doesn't have to respond. The team has to do their job and play football. It's my job to love them. Those players, those coaches, everybody in our organization, it's their job to love each other. And they don't need to respond in any other way than their job. The football team has done good. And the better you do, the more you do, the more people try to trip you up. But it doesn't, whether you're getting praised, whether you're getting criticized, or whether it's silence. They all three have their obstacles. All three have things that have to be addressed, but they also all three add. Any of the three can add to the competitiveness, add to the determination, and our football team is very determined, very competitive.
Jim, an internet report.
Already.
Oh, sorry. The teams, basically, don't you find winning teams ignore all the stuff? In other words, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, whether people criticizing if they're any good, they win?
I think, like I said, I think it's already a very competitive team, very determined team, and some of those things can add to it, and our guys did a heck of a job. We got football players. That's what we got.
Jim?
Guys that can stand in front of the mirror, look at themselves in the mirror, and say, "I'm a football player." That's a heck of a feeling. If you've ever done that.
Hey, Jim. I bring this up only because your owner responded. There was a report this morning on the internet that you would not be the coach here next year. And I guess it was the writer's speculation based on his information from inside or whatever. And your owner basically tweeted out a message, Jim Harbaugh is my coach. And we're not here for a popularity contest or a personality contest. We're here to win SB. So, any comment?
My destiny lies between these walls with these men.
Jim, how much does it expand your options as a coach to have a kicker like Phil Dawson, who you feel comfortable with even into the mid-50s?
No expiration date on Phil Dawson. Let's put that down. There is no expiration date on Mr. Phil Dawson. Put him in some real tough situations, you know, kicking the 50-yard plusers, and he just stepped up and knocked him down. Excellent again on the kickoffs, but I mean, he made some real strong, important kicks today that won us the football game. You know, if he doesn't make those, I mean, it changes the game, changes the field position, and, you know, he stood up there and knocked him down like a Hall of Famer, and so it was, feel awesome for Phil. He can stand in front of the mirror and say, Phil Dawson, I'm a football player.
Jim, the last 2 weeks, have you guys reestablished? Have you guys sent a message the last 2 weeks that your running game is back full force with score over 100 both games and so forth?
I mean, it's, like I said, strong, important win. Thought our guys played really well on their assignments. You know, very few penalties in the game. I think we had maybe 1 or 2 penalties on us. Frank, his running behind his pads. You know, he can stand in front of the mirror and say, Frank Gore, football player.
Coach,
and feel real good about it. And also I want to talk about Carlos Hyde, too, because I thought Carlos really leveled his shoulder pads to the goal line and ran hard at the beginning of the run. He's a tough back to bring down. I thought he was extremely effective, doing a nice job securing the football, playing good. So, I mean, that's about all we got to say about it. And really, the guys in the locker room were the ones you need to talk to. It was a heck of a game by them.
Jim, how would you characterize Kaepernick's game today?
Outstanding. Thought Colin again. I mean, situations where there's this really strong pass rush, really good defenses. Just as you've seen them, as we were watching them on film, this is an outstanding defense. And Cap again had some pinpoint throws and bailed us out on some scrambles to pick up first downs. Thought he was efficient. Thought he was really good.
And before you leave, Alex Smith, did you get a chance to talk to him after the game or before the game? What you see in his performance today?
I thought he was outstanding. He was, you know, good, cool, in charge. He's playing really good football. Alex Smith is standing in front of the mirror. He's a football player.